Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Hi guys, and welcome to another Fool of the Week. And this week's Fool is Rishi Sunak. He delivered a speech in Tunbridge Wells that will likely both end his campaign as Prime Minister and maybe even his career as a politician. In this clip that was published online by the New Statesman political outlet, Sunak describes how the Labour Party were pumping money into deprived areas, and he was not only against that, but he stopped it. You know, Boris Johnson's levelling up policy. Have a listen to this.
From all of you, I managed to start changing the funding formulas to make sure that areas like this are getting the funding that they deserve. Because we inherited a bunch of formulas from the Labour Party that shoved all the funding into deprived urban areas, then that needed to be undone. I started the work of undoing that. I made sure as Chancellor across government, not only do we increase local government funding...
This is insane. So, I made sure that areas like this got the funding they deserve, and then he said, I stopped the funding to deprived areas. So he wanted deprived areas not to get funding, but he wanted areas like Tunbridge Wells, which is in the south of England, to get the funding it deserves. So deprived areas didn't deserve any funding, even though they were deprived, literally deprived. And Tunbridge Wells, Sunak said, yeah, I'm going to make sure that you get funding, even though you don't need it. Now, why is he doing this? Well, first of all, I really think it was a stupid thing to say. You know, there are cameras around, people with smartphones, they're recording what you're saying. What was going through his mind? Yeah, I'm the one who took away funding from deprived areas and gave it to non-deprived areas. Now, there are two things to say about this. First of all, this is an attempt to win over people who are not very happy with Boris Johnson and the Conservative Party at the minute. Now, I really don't know. This is something you would probably say, if you're going to say it, would be during a general election campaign, because you would be saying it to people in the south of England who may be likely to vote for the Lib Dems. You want to win those people back. But it completely undermines Boris Johnson's levelling up policy, because one part of the levelling up policy was funneling more money to the north, which Rishi Sunak seems to have lost at the moment. A lot of the northern MPs are not too happy with Rishi Sunak, and they seem to be shifting to Liz Truss. Liz Truss would probably do exactly the same thing if she's in power. But this is really damaging. The idea I'm not going to support money going north and deprived urban areas. This is part of the levelling up policy as well. So Rishi Sunak, who was fully on board, it seems, with the levelling up policy, has just undermined it in a few seconds. Completely undermined it. How are you supposed to trust these people anymore? If anyone still trusts them. This could be the end of Rishi Sunak's campaign, and it may even be the end of him as a politician, because this is fundamental to the Conservative Party, this idea of holding on to the red wall. But trying to hold on to the red wall means you risk damaging the blue wall, the one in the south of England. So trying to hold on to the north and urban areas risks pissing off people in the south of England. People who used to vote Conservative and they're now considering shifting to the Lib Dems. Rishi Sunak is our Fool of the Week. See you next time for our next Fool of the Week.